Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for this full moon in Taurus to new moon in Sagittarius, November 2022. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 24 and a half years in service. As of Samhain at the cross quarter, I am the author of Words of Grace from A Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box that allows you to preview the first chunk of it for free if you want to click the link and find out. I am also a creator on Patreon, patreon.com/Drawing the Circle, a wonderful members-only subscription platform allowing creative people like myself to do my thing, get the support from subscribers. It's lovely. Digging it over there, live streaming every morning, talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, a little prayer, a little blessing to send us on our way. We're doing exclusive Zoom classes over there, so my patrons can join in, and if they can't catch the class, the hangout, whatever we're doing, a little tarot party, they can always watch it back because I can upload it. Lovely. So if you're looking for a little bit more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, maybe more Mal in your life, come Patreon on Patreon, because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo, Lyons, and history will prove that out eventually. But for now, just call me Mal. Hey babies, hey my first housers, your Rams, your Cardinal Fires, how are ya, how are ya, how are ya? Let's get down to work, shall we? If you're new to the channel, an 8-card draw is just one card from 8 different decks, giving you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. In this case, a full to new in November 2022. There are chakras involved. There's some oracle cards. We'll explain it as we go along. The guide's doing it through me. But let's look at that astrological timeline, a waning moon timeline, which is rather powerful as usual this time around, except we're starting on the full moon in Taurus on a Tuesday, November 8th, 6:02 a.m. Eastern Time. I am in New York, so we're waking up. I'm going to be doing my magic probably after midnight to catch that waxing part of it before it goes full. And it's a total lunar eclipse. You know, earthquakey, life-changing. Yeah. Read the astrological reports. They're talking all about it. And let's see, we got a lot of else going on there. We got a T-square on the 9th, the day after. We've got, which is on the 9th of November, we've got Jupiter going direct in Pisces on the 23rd, which of course is the same day, why wouldn't it be, of the new moon in Sagittarius on a Wednesday, November 23rd, 5:57 p.m. So figure 6 p.m. After that, you can really launch, plant the seed, and I'll have the 5-card draw, new to full reads ready way before then. So, you know, letting go, releasing, alchemizing from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, the surrender, the forgiveness, the hard stuff, the shadow work. And there is a link in the description box, a little section down there about related videos in terms of shadow work. The Shadow Effect featuring Debbie Ford. It's like The Secret, but for shadow work. Highly recommend it. Inner child work, all of that stuff. Because the first card down is going to show us what it is that you are alchemizing. We're going to be starting with the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. That's coming. The Caroline Mace archetype deck to get the 8th chakra archetype that you are alchemizing from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, and lead has 3 more atoms than gold on the periodic table, and we've got Whispers of Lord Ganesh to help remove those 3 obstacles of those 3 atoms of lead, essentially lithium. I looked it up, I laughed my ass off. So that you can move yourself and everybody you love and the planet itself into a more golden timeline rather than leaded bit by bit by bit over a 2-week period. So, cross-watchers, if you apply this to you, you are going to do this healing, this releasing, this forgiving, this spiritual alchemy for yourself and the Aries you're cross-watching for and the entire collective, because there's only one of us incarnate. Believe it or not, yeah, that unity thing is the truth. It's the illusion of separation that creates most of the problems. So it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Standard YouTube reading rules apply, and check your other signs to get more information about the timeline you're alchemizing. Or maybe you got 4 different timelines going on, though they are all interconnected. Shift one a little bit and all of them shift accordingly. Otherwise, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will, and I will do my best to get you the clarity, guidance, grace, love, wisdom, and power of the divine through divination to help make this world a more golden place than leaded, healthier than toxic, etc., etc., etc. Ready? Please take a nice deep breath. First of the series, here we go. Still point. And I have some ocean waves playing in the background because there's some activity outside in the condo development today. So, starting with the Caroline Myss archetype deck, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, please. Beloved ones, what is the dominant 8th chakra archetype hovering over the head of the Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers? Setting the template, right? Sending the codes down to all the chakras underneath it, what they attract, what they repel, so they can fulfill their sacred contracts. Brilliant book by Caroline Myss, MYSS. She's a PhD. Setting the tone for this archetype that they have for a reason, for a season, and for some of them, maybe for all of their lifetimes. This full to new November 2022. And we've got the gossip archetype out of the gate. First reading, first card. The gossip archetype. Now it's a creative family archetype because look at how much gossip creates and how much gossip destroys. There are 9 different families. The creative family has like the artist, right? All the ones you'd expect, but the gossip usually, you don't consider something that's creative, but it is a neutral archetype. Shadow, light, lead, gold, pain, peace, toxic, healthy. You get the vibe. The shadow attribute, indicating the shadow work, thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. You see these cords that I wear in every reading, all right? These hold my vows. Vows to the divine. I am bound to the gods. A blood vow, actually, is voluntary on my part. Just prick a finger, you get over it. To keep all things confidence that are under confidentiality. All of my readings with clients privately, all of my spiritual counseling stuff, even conversations with friends and family, I have had some of them say, do you swear on the gods that made you to keep all that is discussed in this conversation confidential until you are released from that vow by the gods themselves or me? And they're like, yeah. Right? That's what a lot of my spiritual gifts are based on, and believe me, your spiritual gifts you're meant to give away. So that thing of betraying confidence is rampant on planet Earth. Let's look at the light, what you're shooting for. Right? Cleaning the garden so you can plant new seeds at that new moon and Sagittarius, which is very exciting. Awakens consideration for the feelings of others and honoring trust. Right? So again, you might not be the gossip. You might be dealing with the gossip for a reason, a season, or maybe you've had this all of your lifetime. And by the way, I will say some of the best counselors I've ever worked with professionally as well as personally. I know a lot of people in the field, metaphysically and psychologically. I know a lot of counselors along the way. The gossip archetype in its gold draws the truth out of people because it's safe space, right? It's boundaried, it's honorable, but it's clean and it's clear, right? And that's why people will just unload to me, right? And it's good. It's good. I'm here to help, right? And I'm here, H-E-R-E to H-E-A-R, and I don't pass stuff on. Now, celebrity gossip's a little bit different. I mean, whatever. Just beware the fake news. Okay, so we're going to look at the next 4 chakras down with the daughters of the moon, the internal stuff, the feminine energy. It's a goddess deck. Heart, third eye, crown, creative intuition. This is visionary intuition, the 8th chakra, according to Caroline Myss. We're going to be looking at the creative intuition, the world behind your eyes, and really where the shadow work begins, because throat chakra is willpower and choice. You have the choice to do the healing, the shadow work, the forgiving, the releasing, or not. But I find no benefit in delaying what cannot be prevented. Why delay? Act today. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon my goddesses of fire, the sign of Aries, powers of the south, please one card in clarity, heart, third eye, crown, internal dynamic, mental, emotional, willpower, and spiritual power, the internal world, the feminine energy, downloading the code of the gossip for alchemizing in this Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sign, and Cross Watcher. What do they need, Reed, for this full to new November 2022? 8 of Cups. Withdrawing, not necessarily walking away, not in this deck. This woman has rowed a boat with a torch, which I gotta think is hard to do unless you have an outboard motor. She doesn't. Going to an island, following a trail of cups, some standing, some spilled, into the cave to what? Find the 9th cup within. Yeah. So, very heart chakra, going into yourself. Have you betrayed confidences? How do you feel about it, by the way? Who hasn't? Has your confidence been betrayed? Who hasn't, right? So there might be some of that in there. Taking things personally, just went across my third eye like a ping pong ball. Follow the bouncing ball, right? 4 agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz. Be impeccable with your word. That takes care of the gossip archetype pretty much, right? Don't take anything personally. Make no assumptions and do your best. Don Miguel Ruiz. Highly recommend it. Right? Because it shows you everybody, that particular book is really good. I think it's the Mitote. Everybody's in their own dream. Right? Everybody's psychological clouds we're all seeing through a glass darkly. There, I just gave you New Testament. Happy? But this is an emotional journey inside. So this is looking more like emotional shadow work, which it usually is. So let's look at the lower 3 chakras, relationships in the physical world. Your root chakra are your tribal relationships, groups, from your nationality, your genetic heritage, to your circle of friends, to the people you work with. You don't gotta like them, but 3 or more, it's a tribe. Obviously including your family. Second chakra, one-on-one relationships, you to another person or thing, money, sex, power, substances, your relationship to all of that, creativity, a lot of second chakra vibe there. Third chakra, your relationship to yourself, your self-esteem, your gut intuition, your honor code, which I think would play a role dealing with the gossip. What if you are the receiver of the gossip? Do you pass it along? What's going on in your solar plexus? It will tell you when something is violating your honor code, your boundaries, what you will, what you won't, what you do, what you don't, and really important in shadow work, breathe. Still point. I love you too. As I call upon my gods of fire, sign of Aries, powers of the south, beloved ones of cardinal fire, please. 1 card in clarity for the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. Masculine energy dynamic, lower 3 chakras. Outside, looking at them horizontally, maybe from the inside out of them, looking out at a person, place, or thing. What they need to be aware of to alchemize this gossip in the 8 of Cups, withdrawal on the inner, what's the outside looking in, inside looking out, lower 3 chakra dynamic for them. This full to new November 2022. 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords. A lot of back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth mentally. I know people want to make it a card of indecision, but choices and decision for me are fire, not air, right? Will you, won't you, do you, don't you? Do you take the action or not? This is really being caught between perhaps the personality, your personality might feel caught between your ego, which is the lead, essentially, the shadow attribute there, right? The gluttony of the throat chakra of betraying confidences and the false sense of power that comes with it. Or it could be caught between 2 people. It's like, and it's so funny, like this is Orestes, right? He's like, I don't want to hear it. Or Oedipus, that's what it is. Oedipus Rex, I think, in the mythic tower. He's like, I don't want to hear it. I don't know. It can also be gathering information and not exactly sure what to do. 2s are always about choices, not necessarily life-changing decisions. So I would say, though this is an air sign, probably is going to hit you right in the solar plexus, torn, conflicted, but because of thought, because of messages, because of the element of air, but it's only a 2. You can chew. Spit, swallow, or chew. That's the dynamic of the throat chakra. So why not go in and feel what you got to feel and heal what you got to heal before acting on it, passing it along. so to speak. We got our chakras on the table. Let's get you a Matt Kahn Healing Mantra card. I left the magnifying glass in the living room. I may pause this and go get it, but we'll see. It's all about the lighting. It's teeny tiny little letters. Do this mantra a little bit every day or a lot of it every day. They really help. A lot of my clients that I have read these, using these in the readings, as I always do, they usually end up buying them because they work if you work them. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Okay, this is new. You guys keep throwing me new ones as I call upon the Ascended Masters of creativity, creative expression, the choices and decisions involved. That's artists, that's speakers, that's everybody who has something to say, and how they're going to say it. Will they create or destroy with this communication? Please, beloved Ascended Masters, one card in clarity for the Aries Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the perfect healing mantra to help them alchemize the gossip? 8 of Cups on the inner, 2 of Swords on the outer. This full to new November 2022. Polishing my heart, feeling is a power that helps me heal. This is not so much about what is being said on the outside as what is it bringing up in you. Right? I mean, I've been doing a lot of Ho'oponopono, H-O''O'-P-O-N-O-P-O-N-O. I studied with Dr. Len, Zero Limits, the whole nine, back in 2009 and even a little earlier. It's made its comeback into my life, and I know that you gotta feel it to heal it. Right? We project so much of stuff onto other people. People project stuff onto us. And it's not your fault, but it's your responsibility. There's a difference. Fault and responsibility are not the same thing. So polishing your heart, really, feeling is a power that helps me heal. You heal this within yourself. You may not be able, you can't control what anybody else does, but you may be able to jump to a more golden timeline, right? Where it happens less. What am I doing here? Polishing my heart. Here we go. Polishing my heart. Feeling is a power that helps me heal. You gotta feel it to heal it. When your heart is polished, you are able to honor each emotion for its potent healing properties. Every emotion has a potent healing property, but it's... Alright, our last card down will be the Blessed Bee deck. Lucy Cavendish, I love it. We do the prayer, the blessing for real. Well, hidden in the lead is the gold. There's a hidden blessing here if you do the alchemy, right? So that makes sense. When your heart is polished, you are able to honor each emotion for its potent healing properties, even the really painful and uncomfortable ones which might be going on here, hence the retreat into your own heart of the 8 of Cups. A polished heart doesn't take sides, cast blame, or maintain grudges. It faces openly. It faces life openly, willing, throat chakra, to feel whatever sensations life may inspire, just for the chance to transform to higher aspects of perfection, which is exactly what these 8 card draw reads are about. Moving, refining. Process of metal refinement ain't pretty, right? If you ever watched some refined metal, right, or temper metal, it's a bit much. It's a rather intense, fiery process. So to allow yourself, this is more element of water, feel this stuff, is an important aspect of that. This mantra is ideal for unraveling emotional stuckness, and that doesn't mean you're not feeling emotions, that might be, but that it's like you keep replaying the same, it's like, LPs, long playing albums, right? 45s, right? Vinyl. You gotta skip it. I remember Fleetwood Mac Mirage. Right? Christine McVie on a loop. I love you like nevermore. Easing worry and cultivating bravery. The bravery maybe to say, look, I understand there is gossip floating around about this, but I don't have to play. That is not a sign of cowardice. That is a sign of bravery. This stops here. The buck stops here. but I gotta feel what I gotta feel about it. Because understand, whatever this gossip is, whether it's about you, whether it's passed to you, right, whether it's about somebody you love, somebody you hate, deal with the feelings within before acting on this at all by polishing the heart. Because, honey, in my line of business, I have to do that. If I took everything that was said about me personally, it just ain't true. But, you know, imagine that cleaning up on planet Earth. You do you, I'll do me, and we'll all help each other home, shall we? Let's ask the higher selves of all involved with the Whispers of Love Oracle here. Is this Alana Fairchild? I always forget her name. Yep, no, that's the Kuan Yin Oracle. I can't see where the box is. The same one that gives us, the Whispers of Lord Ganesh is in here too. Angela Hartfield, Alana Fairchild, Angela, it's awful similar, though it's not. The voices of the higher selves of all involved. Obviously, there are other people involved here. Now, this is all about celebrity gossip. I don't think it would be such a personal read. But literally, you might be caught between two people here with a piece of gossip. Gotta go inside your own heart first. Let's ask the higher selves what's going on. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading to help them alchemize the gossip from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace by going within their own hearts, withdrawal, really looking at what is it inside of them that needs more love, not less, to find that 9th cup there in this 2 of Swords that could very much be a one-on-one relationship between gossip and gossipy, I don't know, gossiper, victim, victimizer, right? Who's going to be victorious if they polish their heart, particularly for that part about being brave. You know, you got to be bad, you got to be bold, you got to be wise, you got to be, you got to be. I love that song. All I know is love will save the day. So what is the whisper of love, the piece of information, inspiration, insight they need this full to new November 2022? Express love through gifts, and that might be a verbal gift. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. Look, I've been gossiped about since I was born. There are circumstances around my birth. It's not infidelity, don't worry. It's not that. But there was some drama around my birth. I was born on a full moon. Virgo, Sun, Pisces, moon in September. Yeah, 1968. That was on a Labor Day weekend because I like a symbolic entrance. So I kind of incarnated into this life. I just found out I'm a Sigma empath. Who knew that was a thing? So I never quite fit in. So there's always been, you know, suspicion and stuff. Course in Miracles, however, says the ego is suspicious at best and vicious at worst. And that might be also from the outside looking in, your ego on one side saying, guilty, guilty, guilty. And your soul on the other side saying, but no, you're not, you're not seeing this clearly. And you in the middle going, I'm in my quiet place. So expressing love through gifts. Now that can be done silently or aloud, right? You can do it through prayer. You do it by polishing your own heart, as well as it could be just reaching out to someone and say, hey, I hear shit going around. If you want to talk about it, we can, but only in confidentiality. And I love you. Don't worry about it. I've got your back. Or maybe someone says that to you. Again, regardless, cleaning this up, clearing it, healing it, that heart chakra stuff in here. Because if someone's gossiping about you, it may very well be connected to every time someone gossiped about you or you gossiped and just didn't deal with it. Right? So it's triggering you, the shadow work, to do this seriously. Why do people gossip? Because they feel powerless. We've all done it. We've all done it. Jealousy, fear, lack. You can't have a thought of lack without fear, or a thought of fear without lack. Good old ACIM. So if you're going to do the shadow work, why not have an idea of who your spirit animals and totems are along the way? They're very helpful. Everybody has them. They're there anyway. But, you know, they like to be acknowledged, just like my cats. They'll let me know when they want my attention. So let's see, from the Divine Animals Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Who's helping you do this? Please take a nice deep breath. One of my favorite pantheons, the animal kingdom, although humans are part of that because we're not vegetable or mineral. breathe. I don't think about that. Oh, that's comfy. Still point. These ocean sounds are awesome. As I call upon the spirit, animals, and totems for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading, please, beloved ones, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, offering them the guidance, the grace, the love, the wisdom, the power, the protection, the comfort, the companionship, so that they can do this alchemy of the gossip in the eighth, withdrawal on the inner, two of swords on the outer, polishing their heart, expressing their love through gifts this full to new November 2022. The deer. Oh, it's so Kernunos. Oh, how Kernunos. Power. Why do I do it? Power. Thank you, Katya Zamolochikova. But you know, my dad just called you Katya. Card number 11. The keyword is power. I'm just going to read the first part and the last part. The first part's a little bit of a verbal description, as most oracle books do. The second part is, I'm going to read, is the magic. Deer magic is pretty ancient hunter-gatherer stuff. Card number 11, power. You are enough. You are worthy. Ethics are a part of building genuine personal power. So this is very solar plexus, that two of swords going back and forth. Do you share this? What do you do about it? Do you key their car? Do you go into prayer and forgive them? Do you go into prayer and forgive yourself, right? Stand strong in front of bullies. So someone's bullying you to spread this gossip. Stand up and hold your boundaries tenaciously. Oh, tenacious D, tenaciously. I get it. You need time to yourself. You need to go inside and feel what you got to feel. Some of it's going to be about you. Some of it's going to be about the other people involved. And good goddess, if you are an empath, vibrationally, emotionally, on top of that, you're clearing it for planet Earth. Maybe you're a Stigma empath. I only found out about it 2 days ago. Okay, maybe 3. Oh, that's what I am. Thanks. Be proud of what you have achieved, but humble in your outlook. Humility is knowing that you don't know the bigger picture. That's what keeps you out of hubris. Hubris is the deadly sin of the root chakra. It's what we're seeing all over the planet. You really can't have war or crime or any of that stuff without hubris, right? The illusion of separation taken to its darkest, right? Us versus them, very tribal, right? So, considering deers are very tribal, deer magic is all about personal power, which is very Aries, right? You know, the first house, the personality itself, and alchemizing the ego. When you feel powerless or small, imagine a stag with a crown of antlers standing by you, leading you, lending you its presence and strength. Deer energy is also great for healing a weak body and for going on astral journeys. Good to know. You know, you want to have your astral journey speed pass. It's not getting there. It's remembering when you get back what happened. Oh, and Kadumati, that's the deer spirit. South America, yeah, the blue deer that helps you remember the stuff that you got on Vision Quest. Totally forgot that. As the Norse did in Seder magic, Seidr. So there's a bit of a Norse touch on that, which of course the Norse and the Celtic, you know, Kernunos, Hern the Hunted, Hern the Hunter, Hern the Hunted is actually Terry Pratchett, it's Hern the Hunter. But power. So this is, you could say, absolutely a test of your ethics. Part of shadow work, because our ethics and our boundaries change as we grow and evolve, right? As a teenager, you'll gossip about anything unless you didn't, right? Don't talk to strangers is a brilliant boundary for a 4-year-old. Really important. For a 44-year-old, it's a bit of a nightmare. How, you know, you can do some things on apps, but sooner or later you got to talk to strangers, right? At least flipping them off in the car on the LIE. Sorry, that's Long Island D. It's for the Long Island Expressway. So this is a thing, and how are you going to express your gifts? Well, I highly do recommend do the emotional healing work. Cry when you got to cry. Scream when you got to scream. Just don't set the house on fire or the village or someone else's home or someone's reputation on fire. How often is gossip accurate? Perception is not vision. The sun does not rise in the east and set in the west if the planet turns on an axis, which it does. Yep. Location. Yeah, okay. Let's get rid of some obstacles with the Whispers of Lord Ganesha, she puts the A on the end, from Angelo Hartfield. Those 3 atoms, lithium, essentially. I think that's hysterical. It's a drug, it's a battery, it's a Florex, it's a dessert topping, to help you, do the shadow to light, pain to peace, of the gossip, etc. And then we will end with the blessing from the Blessed Bee deck, the hidden gold within that lead, the blessing that's here but hidden. Please take a nice deep breath. And please help me remember to bring the magnifying glass over for the Taurus read. Still point. As I call upon the beloved Lord Ganesh, Hindu elephant-headed god of success, prosperity, but mostly known as the remover of obstacles. Beloved, compassionate one, please, one card in clarity for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Oh, watching this video, receiving this reading, your vibe is so golden, so lovely, so warm, and so gentle, yet can rip a tree out with your tusk. Please, with your trunk, there's no junk in your trunk. Beloved God of humor as well. Please, one card in clarity. What is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message to help the Aries collective and the cross watchers alchemize the gossip in the 8th, withdrawal in the heart, third eye crown on the inner, 2 of swords on the outer, polishing their hearts, expressing love through gifts with personal power. This full to new November 2022. It's the first card, beginnings. You're the first sign. Beginnings. You're getting a new beginning here. You gotta clear the path, right? Waning moon for that new moon. I love that. That's numerologically helpful, right? First sign of the zodiac. Please take a nice deep breath. Card number 1, beginnings. At the start of every endeavor, you will find Ganesha. Right? Remover of obstacles. Bonking his head into it. This is an indication of new energy on the horizon that brings open-hearted opportunities. Pay attention to where you are going. In front of you, not behind. Got it. A new beginning can sometimes have a deeper spiritual significance, encouraging a different consideration or a fresh approach to how you connect with your inner guidance. Like if your solar plexus is saying, get away from this is not good for us, this violates our integrity, we will start hemorrhaging energy from the solar plexus, which leads to a lot of stomach problems, ulcers, all sorts of kind of kooky wacky going on in the energy field. With awareness comes understanding. Understanding is the sacred grace of the solar plexus. Carolyn Mace, as well as my book, Words of Grace. One benefit of this new start may be the opportunity to stay true to your own path and guidance. Like standing in your own personal power and saying, I'm not passing on this gossip, it's not even true. Oh, it may appear to be true, but is it truth? The ego on this side, the soul on this side, hey man, it's all good, I love you. And the personality trying to turn the other cheek. Seems to be getting a lot of New Testament Aries. Roll with it. Release the need to try to bring others into your vision. Try not to bring other people into seeing the way you see things, right? Allowing your perception to be what it is, letting it heal, and let everybody find their own way there. Trust yourself and be willing to do the work needed at this time. Shadow work feels like. Your inspiration is positive. Creativity, finances, and love are flowing just before you. Ask Ganesha to assist you with the new energy and opportunities ahead of you. Look, you tweak something in the solar plexus, it changes your vibration with every person on planet Earth, but most of all with yourself. It is a process of spiritual awakening we are in, but I don't know how you do it without clearing stuff out, without doing the alchemy, without the shadow work. Wonderful book by Debbie Ford. Oh, the light chasers, something about the light chasers. But she's in the documentary The Shadow Effect, featuring Debbie Ford. Unfortunately, she's no longer incarnate, but her work was absolutely life-saving and invaluable to me, along with a lot of other teachers as well. So, like I said, there's some gossip gold in this gossip lead. Whether you are the one gossiping or not, you're dealing with it reason, season, or a lifetime. So, The Blessed Bee by Lucy Cavendish will give us a clue, a tip, a hint about what the gold is. The hidden blessing that you may not see right now, but you most likely would see afterwards if you just do your best. There's a highly individualized curriculum for everybody, particularly in general reads. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the pantheons of all pantheons from all traditions, lineages, and cultures, that pretty much is everybody, right? Even the celestials and the starseeds and just all of that. Like great, big, higher vibrational United Nations, Intergalactic Confederation, Ashtar Command, whatever, whoever, please, one card in clarity, allowing me to keep my sense of humor as part of my contract. One card in clarity for the Aries Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the secret hidden blessing, the gold hidden within the lead? Should they do their best, cross the T's and dot their I's to the best of their ability in their highly individualized curriculum to alchemize this gossip from shadow to light, emotionally withdrawing, going within, 8 of Cups on the inner, 2 of Swords, kind of bouncing back and forth. They have a choice to make here, for sure, and that can be second chakra one-on-one relationship to one person who's gossiping, the other one that's being gossiped about, unless they're the one gossiping or being gossiped about. Polishing their heart, feeling is a power that helps them heal. They're going to feel their way through this, and then when they're ready, express love through gifts, giving a small token to someone to express their love to them as an act of personal power, working with that deer magic, that deer energy, D-E-E-R, which could make them certainly more authentically D-E-A-R in this beginning with, Ganesh saying, look, we're going to do this. We're going to clear the path. We're going to remove those obstacles because there's good stuff ahead of you. You just need to make your way through this. So what's the hidden blessing? Pantheons of all pantheons for the Aries Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading in this full to new November 2022. A blessing on your sleep. You're going to be getting your sleep at night. If this obviously has been keeping you up at night, I think this might address it. I have learned from Matt Kahn that when you get into that overthinky, which could definitely be somewhat indicated here, an early stage of it, at least at a 2, not the 9 of Swords, certainly it's an alarm saying that your heart's not open, you're frozen because your heart's not open, and emotional stuckness. That was also in that polishing of the heart, which could keep you up here in the head, which rules Aries, right there, the nose and the brow. So something to consider. Card number 6. Card number 6. I will do my best to read this with the micro font and the soft lighting for a shadow read. Please take a nice deep breath. We do these for real. Oh, and at the end of this, we will do the summation and the blessing if you want to hang out for it. Breathe. Still point. Card number 6, a blessing on your sleep. A blessing for deep and peaceful sleep, full of wondrous dreams and long hours where the body and brain can focus entirely upon their, T-H-E-I-R, their rest and healing. May you find the blessing of deep, good sleep. May it come to you easily, and when your head touches the pillow and your body stretches out in luxurious freedom, may you begin to drift immediately between the worlds of the waking and the world of the dreamer. May the slumber that comes be deep, so that all the extraneous sounds about you melt away, including gossip, and there is only you and the other world we can inhabit when we sleep, an other life where we dream and explore the wondrous lands that will only ever exist within these visions. I'm Neil Gaiman, White Courtesy Telephone. May these dreams bring you food for rich thought in the days to come, wisdom to explore, insights into your own consciousness and being, and beauty beyond the waking imagination. May the body take its nourishment from this gorgeous rest. May the bones strengthen and knit, K-N-I-T. The mind lose its worries and anxieties. And may whatever has troubled you in the waking hours be released for at least a time, as you enter entirely into this realm inhabited by the wonders of your own deeper self, good old subconscious mind. Let the sleep be long and deep and peaceful and soothing and healing. When you awaken, dreamer, may you feel refreshed, as if a load has been taken from you. May your mind be cleared and your heart be lightened, polishing your heart, and may you rise easy and ready to engage with this day and know fully its delights. That feels like that's that new beginning coming at the new moon. A blessing on your sleep again and again, for it is the key to your wellness and peace of mind. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So let it be. So it is. Look, there might be a lot of lies in this gossip, whatever part you play in it. I'm just saying, I think you'll feel better once you get the rest you need. The nervous system can get very inflamed over that stuff. You are a fire sign, or you're dealing with a fire sign. So, you know, the ego, in a way, is the inflamed nervous system. The reactions of an inflamed nervous system that needs to be gently unraveled, needs more love, not less. And certainly that's what I see on the table here for you. So if you liked the video, if you found it helpful, please hit the thumbs up to help other Aries and cross-watchers find it. If you want more of me here on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because some days I put these out as soon as they're ready, and sometimes I schedule them in advance because I got clients to take. And if you would like to book a reading with me, there is a link in the description box to a YouTube video called Booking a Reading with Mel. Explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with Mel, but we're afraid to ask. But if you want the deeper dive, the more magic, the more miracles, the more mysticism, the more Mel, come play Patreon on Patreon. Best creative move I've ever made, best career move I've ever made, and I love it. My subscribers, we're building a lovely little community, a little left of center tribe over there. I adore them so much. So thank you so much for watching. I love you. Hang in there. There are new beginnings ahead, but it all comes down to how you want to use that power that you got, creatively or destructively. I love you, no matter what. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.